With my heart set on a delicious snack, I walked into my kitchen. But to my complete and utter horror, I was met with a sight that still haunts my dreams. Soap suds were spilling out of the dishwasher like crazy. They were everywhere. Big, white, fluffy suds, and my mind raced, panic building in my chest as I scurried and tried to figure out why this was happening to me. What in the world was I going to do? I scooped up handful after handful of bubbles, rinsing them down the sink until there was a thin layer of soap covering half the kitchen. The task of cleaning up such a mess seemed impossible, and I wanted to cry. School had just gotten out, and I didn't have the time to clean the previously spotless kitchen. It wasn't fair. And then I opened the dishwasher and discovered the source of my crisis. Someone had put dish soap in the dishwasher. My big brother. By the time my parents came home from work, the kitchen was spotless. I'd made myself dinner and cleaned the dishes, put them away, and hid any evidence of my brother's mistake. I kept that gem tucked away for future like a good little sister and used it to its full advantage. And I did, believe me. There were other days when I suffered at the hands of my big brother. Poorly cooked meals, rides to music lessons in the bed of his beat-up truck, listening to his awful music, and arguing over who was going to do chores around the house. But we managed. We were alone in that house every day after school, and even if he didn't always get it right, he was there to take care of me while my mother was working full-time and putting herself through school. Because I was, like so many others, a latchkey kid. Yes, here I stand before you, the child of a working mother, and as you can plainly see, I survived. I lived, and I'm mostly unscarred. I'll never forgive my mother for missing all those field trips, after-school snacks, and perfectly made Halloween costumes. Can you believe I had to bring store-bought cookies to a classroom party? And she had the audacity to miss one of my choir concerts. The wretched woman. Obviously, she never really loved me. I'm kidding. Seriously, I'm fine. I survived being a latchkey kid, no thanks to my brother. I didn't grow up hating my mother. I didn't turn to drugs. I didn't run off with the wrong crowd or get expelled from school, or any of the other horror stories probably going through the mind of every single working mother. I stand in front of you and I can say that we will not be scarred for the rest of our lives because you have to go to work each day. It might take us a while to realize the sacrifice that you're making. We'll throw tantrums and we'll believe that you'd rather be elsewhere than with your own children. But latchkey kids, they'll grow up to understand sacrifice. They'll look at their mother as someone who gave up so much so that they could have a better life. They won't hate you, and they won't resent you. You're probably thinking of your absence more than they are. And I know you'll beat yourself over it. You'll beat yourself up over it for years, but I promise that the resentment they feel is so temporary, they'll be making jokes about it before they hit college. And then every day for the rest of your life. Over Thanksgiving dinner, or when they need to guilt you into doing their laundry. And by the way, Mom, I have a couple loads I need to do this weekend. I thank my mother for teaching me how to be independent. I know how to make dinner and wash my own clothes, and when the dishwasher is spitting up suds, I know better than to panic. Your children will be just as strong. The 2 feet you've taught them to stand on will be so firmly planted that you'll be the ones resenting them for being so independent. I understand now that my mother didn't go to work because she loved me less. She went to work because she loved me more than anything else in the world. She went to work every single day to give me a better life. She missed out on precious moments of my life to ensure that I had a warm home and a childhood filled with laughter and love. I wasn't the one who missed out by my mom going to work. She missed out, and she did it for me. Looking back, I'm floored at how much she really did love me. And I'm here today to tell her thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for sacrificing our time together when I was younger so that I could grow up to be the woman that I am today. I will never resent you, and I will never judge you for the decision that you made. I can promise all of the working mothers here one more thing. And please, please hold on to this with your whole heart. Forget the missed field trips. Forget the store-bought cookies. Because the moments we do get with you, those rare, precious moments when it's just us and nothing else in the world, we'll cherish those moments more than you'll ever know.